Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the first episode of Sora no Otoshimono, or Heaven's Lost Property. Now this is the anime that won one of the polls that I did, so I'm reacting to it. Now my understanding of this anime, it's about a boy who has dreams of an angel, and one day an angel falls from the sky and changes his life forever. Something to that effect? I don't know. I did see the tags like sci-fi, harem, ecchi on it, so definitely up my alley. So I'm confident I'll enjoy this quite a bit. Now, I am watching a Blu-ray version of it, so I do mention that because it can sometimes have a different timing than the TV release, which does matter if you're trying to sync your copy of the show along with my reaction. So I do make sure to mention that. And of course that means, well, hopefully it means that all the good bits are uncensored. We can only hope. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. As usual, there'll be no audio or footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There is a timer in the upper left-hand corner, and subs below me to help you follow along. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Well, you might have. Sometimes you just forget dreams that you've had before. I know I do. Even if she has no eyes. I think you're making a lot of assumptions there. Don't you hate it when that happens? So reality is going to be kind of the reverse, where she falls from the sky. And I like how we have his introduction scene with a figure. Wow. Yeah, the flaw being grounded in reality. Yes, sometimes you have to explore the unknown world. Wow. That poor figure. Okay, now we're getting the actual protagonist. What did she discover as morning wood? Yeah, that sometimes happens. I don't think that's exactly how it goes. I guess it's awake now. So I take it that's childhood friend. It could be sister, but I'm leaning towards childhood friend. Except for being the setting of an anime. That's definitely something. What better place to sleep than class? Though a notebook's not the best pillow. Yeah, which means it's time to get up. I'm not sure what the hospital could do about a recurring dream. Yeah, I take it that's the guy we saw earlier with the figurine. Speaking of the devil. I would advise against this as well. Not jumping, flying. Oh, he'll come down. Wow. I mean, you don't strike me as particularly worried. I feel like that's exactly what you're thinking. Wow. You're completely spilling the beans, you know. Did he jump? He really did. Well, I guess we'll see how well this goes. No, he's not the angel. At least I hope not. It would be a very different anime. And possibly insane. Good luck with that. Is that so? Yeah, you should enjoy it while you can. I'm a little bit tied up right now. But no one did. I guess that's supposed to be a haiku or something. Approve of the wallpaper. He's about to be sucked up into a black hole. Not exactly what you expect to see when you look into a crater. That's not true. Haven't you watched Sentai no Nayami? Yeah, you know you're gonna go back for her. Yeah. Oh, jeez, that was close. Yeah, you pretty much gave that up as soon as you rescued her. But it's for the best, trust me. She recovered pretty quickly. Enough to fly. And then he becomes her master. A pet class. I was actually about to make a joke. Like, if you're gonna get a pet angel is a good choice. And that was before they actually dropped the name pet, the word pet. I hear the chain rattling. So it's a good thing she didn't come over. That'd be hard to explain. Man, the look on her face as she says that. You know what you have to do. Like how the change is like in there. I fail to see the problem. Did you say 1 billion yen? He's not awake enough for this. There you go. You're set for life. Where do I get one of these again? So where'd you teleport the money from? I love what it zooms in on every time it says pet class. Anything you desire. That's what he decided on. he has a girl with him that he can do anything he wants to, and he goes to spy on another girl. He's definitely more bold than I was expecting. So, can other people see her? Because that would look a bit odd. Man, that skirt is almost short enough. What? Are you kidding me? Jeez. I did not think you would go this far out this quickly with it. I mean, this is getting to some To Love Ru stuff. He's having the time of his life, trust me. Not too far away either. And he's claimed his prize. Yeah, he's got the money to have a nice meal now. Yeah. I mean, I could think of a few things. Like that, for example. Yeah, we're no canceling orders. Now just move the camera up a little bit. You lack imagination if you couldn't come up with more to do. He kinda did. She disappeared. That's fast. Yeah, I don't think she realizes you were kidding. At least I hope he was kidding. So you just get rid of them? I don't think it should work that way. It's like if someone wishes to be the strongest person in the world, you just get rid of everyone that's stronger than him. Thus, by process of elimination. I mean, there's gotta be a way to undo it, or else this would be a very different anime than I was expecting. I assume she just teleported them away, in which case, where did she put them? You know, you'd think you learned to stop kidding with her. Yeah, if she was gone, he truly would be alone. I mean, even if you can't cancel the order, you could just say bring them back, right, as a new order. I'm not gonna lie, this episode was a lot more eventful than I was expecting from the first episode. Was it really? Wow. Does it work that way? I feel like it shouldn't work that way, but I'll roll with it. I do not want to update my NVIDIA drivers, thank you very much. Then she flies back up to heaven. It's like, well, it's been fun. Yeah, I mean, he's had it for like a day, and it was a really exciting day. Man, it must feel great to be wrapped up in an angel wing like that. Or angeloid. The chain. Oh, yes, she does. You can't really close it, though, with the chain there. That's the problem. It's not a big deal to have your pet watch you. So, yeah, that was the first episode of Sora no Otoshimono. And yeah, it was a pretty good first episode, honestly. More eventful than I was expecting. Like, I kind of figured we'd get the android girl, like, near the end of the episode, but it was a bit more close to the middle, and we got to actually see him have quite a bit of fun with it. Like, I thought he would be more reserved with her, or at least for a while, but he really went full on there with living out some of his crazy ideas. Like, not as far as I would have went personally, but still, more than I would expect from a, typical harem anime protagonist. So, yeah. I'm not sure. Definitely interesting. Like, the character with the figurine who tried to fly for some reason didn't really succeed, but at least he didn't die. That's always a plus. And I think they said, like, the student council president was his childhood friend. So they seem to have a very interesting relationship. Like, she was trying to collect the insurance money on him if he ended up dying, so you can tell she was clearly worried about him. And as I figure, the one girl is the protagonist's childhood friend. The typical, goes over to wake him up, gets violent with him. The typical tropes and everything there, which is fine. But yeah, I am curious, can other people see the Angeloid? Like, is he gonna, like, travel with her to school and stuff, or leave her behind? I'm a little curious how that's gonna work. I think more Angeloids show up, like, there's like at least one other one on the cover art there that looks like she could be one. Well, I don't know, only one has wings. I don't know, I assume at least we'll get one or two more. I know All My Goddess had, like, kind of a similar thing where a goddess comes to Earth to live with a character and a couple more goddesses show up. So that's kind of what I'm basing it off of. But anyway, because we do have, I think there's at least a few different seasons of this, so usually when there's several seasons of a show, they do add new characters in there to keep things interesting. But anyway, enough rambling. I'm looking forward to seeing more, so let me know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode early, you can do that by heading over to my Patreon, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.